Um, God, I'm finding this really difficult to talk. Um, so, how are you guys doing today? I just want to talk about some things. Why is this so difficult for me? This isn't even fucking. Oh God, this doesn't even affect me. But damn it, this makes me feel so sick to my stomach. But if you don't know, a really big content creator known as Shubble online. Her name is actually Shelby. Um, she's really cool, really chill. She recently came out with story about a past relationship she had where she was abused, and it took her, this long to finally really process everything and be so brave and actually share her story online. It takes a lot of courage to one just share your story with friends and family, but even more courage to publicly share this, especially with how big of a platform she has. Um, she didn't name who it was, obviously for her own sake, and people started connecting the dots. And it was confirmed, I believe, yesterday on Twitter that who everybody thought it was in fact the abuser, and it's been a lot. I don't. This is also the reason I will never get a Twitter. There's too much terrible things happening over there. But yeah, I don't even want to say his name. Like, I don't want to say his name because I'm like, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, this was someone who I respected and admired and I was a big fan of. And I thought that they were a genuinely good person. I realized I was developing a sort of parasocial relationship with them. And now, you know what I know? I mean, obviously, we'll never know what people are like behind closed doors when they're not, you know, this type of thing, especially with bigger creators. But to now know about this, all of the emotions are like now coming. And I've been trying to process it for these past few days. Now that it's actually been confirmed, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. But so God, I want to keep referring to him like he who shall not be named, like Voldemort, because like why? Why on earth would you even think about looking at someone who you claim to have loved more than anything in the world and hurt them to the point where they have bruises on their arms and you're laughing about it with other people, with your own friend group? You're even poking it and just being like, haha, look what I did. I was like, how could you possibly do that? So he doesn't even deserve any sort of respect or any sort of time whatsoever. But it was confirmed by him, by the way. She didn't name who he was. He came out with like a sort of 4 paragraph picture thing over on Twitter and gave like the worst sort of apology I've ever seen. And it was very manipulative. Um, it was Wilbur Soot. God, now that name just makes me sick saying it. I'm shaking. God, I feel like saying his name and saying this could possibly lead him to try to come after me. So, I'm like, it's not alleged anymore. If you wrote the damn paragraph confirming it was you. So I'm not gonna be held legally, but like damn, people made the assumptions. There were other people coming out about the same story. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, this he did the same thing to me too. Um Now I'm like, I don't wanna do anything with that anymore. But yeah, Yeah, yeah. I His apology gave me Colleen Ballinger vibes. If you remember the whole thing that happened with Colleen Ballinger over the summer of 2023, it also, if you remember the Try Guys scandal, right? That apology also gave me those same type of vibes from Mr. Ned Fulmer. So yeah, like the two horrible people on the internet that everybody, you know, really trusted and respected ended up being awful people, having to make apologies that didn't actually take any sort of real responsibility for what they've done and how they've hurt the people in that situation. To now see the same happen with this, I'm like, damn, damn. Have you ever seen someone destroy their own life? That's it. Hamilton, god damn it. Hamilton. Cuz I'm like, wow, his band Lovejoy, which God, I can't listen to Lovejoy anymore. Um Lovejoy was like skyrocketing all of last year. They were supposed I know they're supposed to play Coachella this year. They're going to Japan. Like they were skyrocketing in fame and like honestly, it was such a big blow up. To have this happen, I don't know what they're gonna do now. But yeah. For everything that's happened in this situation, people calling it like drama or that, oh, he's canceled over on Twitter. Like, you do realize that this is a serious situation and just mm. But here's the thing that happened. A lot of people are standing with Shelby. They are supporting her in every step of the way. What's really funny about all of this, in a way, I was not expecting to see people making memes about the Dream SMP members all coming together about this one thing. So I'm like, oh my, so they were like, oh, it's Dream SMP Part 2, guys, on this way to drag this man for being an awful person. The fact that Dream's response over on Twitter to have him actually drag this man was not something I expected to see. So I'm like, okay, all right, interesting, interesting. But this very much reminds me why I will visit this at Twitter. And yeah, this is just I am trying to process this because this is oh man, I the online persona and who he actually was. It just was like, how on earth could you be this shitty of a person? But also like the signs were there. Even in his like solo songs, he's actively telling us that he is a shitty person. And we are just like, oh, you make me feel so seen and heard and like, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, wow. It was right there in front of us. And also there were so many clips of like her actually being genuinely terrified of him and we just didn't clock it. I feel awful for supporting the abuser for so long. Not really so long, for at least like 2-ish years, because I only really listened to Lovejoy for like study music. But you know what? The only indie band I need right now is Lemonade Mouth, okay? There's the only indie band we're gonna support. Actually, that's not true. We're also gonna support a new band called Circuit, where they're gonna do a full album drop on 2024. We did react to that person's song. I'm gonna put the link back in chat so you guys can go listen to it. That was made by one of the other followers over here, and they're really great. They did all of the music stuff themselves. So support Circuit when they come out. Um, and honestly, in all of all this, please go support Shelby. And if you really need, I know there's a lot of like um there's a lot of stuff out there like websites and whatnot that you can use to donate to really raise awareness for, domestic violence and stuff like that. Because no one deserves to be abused by a partner, someone who you trusted and loved. No one deserves this in any way, shape, or form, but like, especially a romantic partner. And just, God, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, yeah. God, I'm, this doesn't even directly affect me. I don't even interact with these people. I'm a fan. But I can't imagine what it's like for people who were really close to him, like Philza, Tommy in it too. Like they were so close. I can't imagine what they're going through hearing all of this. I don't expect to hear like news or their reaction to all of this in a bit. I They can take as much time as they want to process. They have every right to. We shouldn't be pressuring them. Um, don't send any sort of hate to people, but like in all honesty, hey, Bishop, you missed me almost sort of crying after the thing I told you about the fact that I. God, why? Anyway, go support Lemonade Mouth or the band Circuit whenever they come out. The link to their song is in the chat. God, it I there's so much. There's is. This doesn't even directly affect me, but like, damn it. How on earth could you look at someone who you're supposed to be in a romantic relationship with and just be like, "Yeah, I want to hurt you." How? What is the thought process there? Anyway, please go support Shelby and support victims, and I know that there's resources online for you guys if you need that. I also know what Clem Evans over on YouTube. I can search him up. I can search him up. Clement Everett, who used to be like a really big Lovejoy um yeah Lovejoy and over fuck him like this person used to post a lot of stuff from concerts that they went to now have this story, and this video does link to um a fundraiser where you can donate money to help victims of abuse, especially domestic abuse. There was a lot. She she Man, that fucking apology was such shit, man. How on earth do you combat like abuse at like first of all, it was abuse allegations and it wasn't named by name. It was just people like making assumptions, right? And then go on to make a statement where you confirm it, but also no, it's real. It's real. You confirm it in your apology, right? But yet you make it all about you. It is the most manipulative bullshit I've ever seen. And I fucking hell. I feel so bad for her, but also I hate the fact that I finally supported someone. Like I blindly supported someone who did this. And it was not just her coming out about the fact that he would like bite down on her skin so much that it would get bruises, and then if she used the safe word with him, he'd bite down even harder. Please watch this whole video, this one here. And I know there's going to be like other people who have also clipped it, but I I watched this earlier and I felt sick to my stomach hearing this. Like she was trying not to break down and start crying. And I've seen other clips where her and Wilbur are together, um, seeing her be genuinely terrified of him in the room. And he's like, there is a video of her, what, about to play an MCC ace race, and like, one, that shriek felt so real. He is like, she is like shaking her voice, like she's stuttering, and then he pushes her out of the way of the camera and takes over the whole thing, and she's not like that. How? And so many people actually who used to associate with both of them, especially that piece of shit, are now standing with her, supporting her, as they should. As they should. Um there's a clip actually of him talking about when he went to go see Technoblade in person, where he said that he hurt Technoblade actually. So at the time, Technoblade freshly got surgery on his shoulder, and they were picking apples together when he went to go visit. Um, and he pelted an apple right onto the shoulder that got surgery and didn't apologize for it until Technoblade's parents stepped in and said he should apologize. So there's that. There's that. And like so many people who have, yeah, people unfollowed him. People who were close friends of him unfollowed him, have very visibly showed their support on all accounts over on Twitter and on their own streams. I know that what Rambo said something, Aimsley said something, Jack Manifold said something. And these are people who we know have had close relationships with him. So to see him, oh, Tubble also um publicly was like, this is the shittiest apology ever. How dare you do this? Support victims always. So that's it. Anyway, to now move off of really depressing things, I, in a way of my sort of processing this, I'm just gonna do some stupid personality quizzes with you guys, if you don't mind, because it's been a lot to process. When I was first hearing like all of this go down, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make any sort of opinions. I'll be neutral until anything is confirmed or denied. But if it is about him, I don't feel comfortable supporting someone who, was under the suspicion of, domestic violence. I was not comfortable with it. If you are in any way, shape, or form trying to defend Wilbur against all of this, even after he himself have confirmed the fact that if you are trying to make any sort of excuses, please leave the stream, unfollow me. I don't want that here. Just, if you don't stand with Shelby, please leave. We have no room for any sort of negativity or people who, frankly, don't actually really see what's wrong here. The fact that like Twitter itself is calling it a cancellation rather than actually seeing it as it is. This is an abuse story. It is it can get illegal, so I don't know, man. I have a lot of thoughts and I don't know how to verbalize them. All I can say is I'm so sorry to you, Shelby, that this horrible thing happened to you. I think you are the strongest and bravest person I have ever seen. God, you deserve the world. I hope that this break that you're taking right now you know, helps you out in any way, shape, or form. And God, I hope the world treats you with as much kindness as you deserve. That's it. That's what I'd like to do here with you guys too. I'd like to make this small little corner of the world here. Just remember, be kind to everyone always. If I can stand for anything, I want to stand for that. I don't know, man. So I should probably do some homecoming, like housekeeping stuff, right? Yeah, I should do housekeeping stuff. All right. So obviously God, there's this. I'm gonna try to keep this as normal as possible, but also I am going through a lot of emotions trying to process this myself. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So you'll notice that we have our follower goals here. We've hit 15. Our next goal is 25 followers, where we're gonna do with um a Funko repaint. We're customizing a Funko Pop with metallic paint that I have. That's gonna happen at 25 followers. There is a little animated thing when you hit the follow button. Um, 35 followers. We're gonna do a Hogwarts house quiz together, or Hogwarts house quizzes together. Um, 45 followers. We're gonna do a Lego building stream, and 50 followers. Still can't believe I said this. I did this, but like 50 followers. We're gonna have chat decide what we do for stream, but it's nothing too crazy. And honestly, I'm not letting you guys spend my hard earned money, so take that. You know, the main reason I'm trying to stream tonight is just because I wanted to try to be a little bit more consistent, but like, I almost did not stream today because I was like, how do I be entertaining when my mind is sort of a mess? No problem. We could talk. We'll talk later about some stuff anyway. Probably. I don't know. But no, it's fine. Oh. But yeah, I almost didn't stream tonight because I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot to process. I unfollowed him and Lovejoy in general on just about everything because I don't want to be associated with that. And like, how dare you do this, man? Hmm. Anyway, I figured, you know, be a nice distraction to stream and just do some silly little stuff together. You know, I don't really care about BuzzFeed, but goddamn, do they make really weird like personality quizzes? So I figured let's do that. You know, like what's my cat archetype? That should be fun, right? God, I gotta make a sandwich. God, I really want to be entertaining and you know, genuinely try to make this fun for you guys, but I have so many things going through my brain. Like, how, how? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's um let's choose a bread for the sandwich. Multigrain tortilla hamburger bun, pita bread, and white bread. What is the difference? What makes white bread, honestly? Does anybody actually know? I'm actually a little curious about that. I could search this up actually. What makes white what makes white bread unhealthy is the first thing? Here, difference. I'd love to know. So, whole wheat bread is made from all components of the grain. The bran, the germ, and endosperm. Endosperm. That's a word. Hi, what is endosperm? I'm gonna go on a tangent now. Um, what's an endosperm? So an endosperm is the part of a seed which acts as a food store for the developing plant embryo, usually containing starch with proteins and other nutrients. Oh, hey. Oh, so that's what it is. Like it's okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, so this is the whole. This is just for like corn kernel, but it's just this stuff, the stuff that surrounds where. Look, there's a bean seed. We can look at the bean seed one. So the endosperm is just all of this stuff that goes around where. Fuck, what is the word I'm looking for? It's but yeah, it's all the stuff around where the embryo is, where you would like grow new plants, I guess. Huh. Learn something new every day. Endosperm. That's a weird word. Okay, and then white bread or white bread, if we're gonna say that, is made from refined flour and only retains the endosperm. That what makes it white, I guess. Right? Yeah, white bread contains more calories. Oh, okay. Brown bread has a low glycemic index as compared to white bread. Interesting. This is this is fascinating. We're just going down a rabbit hole about white bread. 'Cause I'm genuinely curious about white bread. Whole wheat bread contains naturally occurring vitamins and minerals, including B vitamins, iron, and magnesium, whereas white bread often needs to be enriched or fortified with certain vitamins and minerals like B vitamins during processing. So what? White bread is just more processed than everything else, and that's what makes it white. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stop going down. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to hear. That's an interesting thing. Question that I now have is Texas toast made from white bread? I'm genuinely curious. Yes. Oh, okay. Most varieties sold of Texas toast are white bread, but there are also whole wheat varieties. Cool. That's interesting. Garlic bread is different than white bread, yeah? I'm gonna search this up. Is garlic bread different from white? I just have questions about bread now. Okay, so no. Garlic bread in general is just any type of bread you have with garlic butter of sorts. So, no. The answer to my question is no. Garlic bread is not different from white bread. You can use white bread to make garlic bread. Good to know. Let's just do this. I sorry about that tangent. Okay, for a sandwich, I mean, I do like a tortilla, but like, if I'm making a sandwich, I don't know. Well, I like pita bread. I like eating pita bread, even if there's nothing on it. But like, also, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. So I'm gonna leave you guys for a bit, but I swear I'll be back. I gotta turn off the camera for this. I don't want you to see how I leave. Ah! No! Buttons! The buttons! Ah! Let me get out! Let me free! Ow. God, I'm getting too old for this. But this is what I chose to do. This is what I chose to do. It's fine. Everything's a mess. Great. I will fix this essentially. Or now. Yeah. Okay. I am back. Yay. I have water. I literally saved this bottle because I thought it looked cool and then just filled it with water. That's it. That's all I do. Anyway, what do you think would be the best type of bread for a sandwich? Now, multigrain bread is good. A tortilla is not like the best thing unless of course you're trying to make like a taco or a burrito a lot of the time. So I don't know if it'd be good for a sandwich. Hamburger bun. Now hamburger buns are good. They are made to be in sandwiches. But sometimes like the bottom bun gets a little too soggy for me. So I don't know. It depends on what you put on it and like how much juice it'll soak up from other things. I don't know. Pita bread is also good, but I feel like it's good for like when you want to pocket things almost. So I don't know if it's a good start for the sandwich. And white bread is like it's white bread. It's classic. It's good for soaking up juices without getting too soggy, but also I don't know. I think I might be leaning most towards white bread out of all of these, just because it's like easy to find. But I don't know. I think it's a toss up between white bread and multigrain bread if I'm starting a sandwich. I'm gonna do white bread. I love how I took this long on just the bread. Let's see what else they're gonna force me to add. But yeah, choose some meat. Either I put meat on it, or have a veggie patty, or literally just have bread. I don't know. So there's turkey, ham, chicken, or a veggie patty. Okay, veggie patties are good, but not all of them taste great. You really have to like make it yourself and figure out what you really want out of a veggie patty. So I feel like that's not the best option to go with. I do want some meat on this sandwich. I like meat. Hmm. Turkey, ham, or chicken? I'm not gonna go with turkey. Now, I do like turkey sandwiches. Don't get me wrong here. Turkey and cheese with mayo, perfection. But there are some brands out there where like the turkey itself is really dry, so it's really hard to like eat and chew through. So I don't really like that texture as much. So if I'm gonna have turkey, I want good turkey. Otherwise, I don't really want turkey. Ham is great. It's just sometimes I do have a bit of difficulty like getting through the ham just because the little sinews of how it's like structured are kind of hard for me to bite through. It's just the me thing. I don't know if you guys have that same sort of like weird issue with ham, but I do like ham. Hmm. Nothing goes wrong with a classic chicken sandwich. Although, when you buy chicken sandwiches, not every place is the same. What's your favorite type of chicken sandwich? I'd love to know. There's another meat option after I just went home. Okay, so there's fish. It looks like salmon in the picture. That actually looks really good. I love salmon if I'm being completely honest. Salmon is like my favorite fish to eat ever. Just, you just got to be careful with how you prepare it because sometimes it just gets like the flavor gets lost. It's like a very delicate thing to want to get right with salmon. But there's a lot of different preparations of it. And it's a beautiful picture. The beef looks fucking amazing. Dude, the beef. Look at that juicy motherfucker. Look at that picture. But, like, beef with chicken is gonna be too much. I don't have a lot of opportunities to eat lamb, but I hear it's good. I don't know if I myself have actually ever eaten lamb. Have you ever eaten lamb? I mean, it's a real question I have. What does lamb taste like? What is the best preparation of lamb? I hear that lamb itself is like the best preparation is to do like a medium rare almost, or like perfect medium. I don't know. What's a good condiment to have with lamb too? So I know that there's like thousands of chefs out there that say like, oh, you should have lamb like this, that, or the other. For people who actually have eaten lamb, what is your preferred way to have lamb? And if you haven't eaten lamb, what do you think lamb tastes like? Because it's definitely not gonna taste like chicken. For some reason, whenever we try something new, our default thing is like, oh, it tastes like chicken. I mean, I know there is a science behind why things taste like chicken, and I think it's been discussed over on food theory. But to be honest, I don't remember. So don't. I know I watched something somewhere about why everything we everything we eat somehow always tastes like chicken. I don't know. It's that sort of it's not gaminess, but it's the something in the meat itself somehow has very similar taste to chicken, and that's what we associate it with. I don't know. Do you like a good fried egg? I like runny yolks. How do you like your eggs, actually? I realize I'm asking you a lot of questions, but like I'm genuinely curious. How do you like to uh, have your foods? This is a nice distraction for me so far. I know after this, I'm definitely gonna be either distracting myself more or mentally spiraling about the fact that I was like, I finally supported someone who was beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I've lost something. I know a lot of fans who found out about this are also kind of like don't know what to do now. I do know that his Twitch mods and Discord mods have changed. They're no longer supporting him obviously, but I do know on the Discord mod, not no well Discord server, the mods changed the picture so there is a splat over his profile picture, and then the banner itself has been changed to say support victims. And all the mods are like, in the meantime, this server is gonna be closed. And then a lot of channels who do like reposts stuff from Lovejoy have also decided to stop for the time being until they figure out what to do. So we're all just like, it's weird to say that we're mourning this loss, but it's also, this is someone that we all enjoyed their content and enjoyed what they did. Well, enjoyed what they made. It's sad to find out they're a shitty person. Oh, I think I'll, chicken with egg is a good idea. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I do like a good runny egg on a sandwich. Like a good fried egg sandwich when you just splat on the top so all of it oozes out. Oh, it tastes so good. Gonna have lettuce. Is it like lettuce? Another topping. Oh, there's mushrooms. We're getting mushrooms. We're getting mushrooms. Condiments. Hummus, ketchup, mustard, something else, or think I'm gonna go something else. I think I might put mayo on this. I don't know. Oh, congratulations! You finished making your sandwich. Is that it? Huh. I didn't realize. Choose a side to go with it. The bean soup kind of reminds me of throw up or like how Sims 1 used to have the macaroni and cheese look like. Like, it doesn't look appetizing, but it might be good. Mixed veggies. I don't know. Fruit bowl and a chicken sandwich. That's an interesting combo. But no, no. I'm gonna be completely American with the sandwich. We're going French fries. And a drink! This is a whole ass meal. This is a whole ass meal. I didn't even know. Water, smoothie, juice, coconut water, or something else. The coconut water is a surprise. I was not expecting to see coconut water in a BuzzFeed personality quiz. But then again, why should I not be surprised? The juice picture looks interesting. I do like the splashes. I think that's very artistic. How long would it take to get that shot of the juice? That's my question. And what was the time stamp of this? Like, I'd love to know how they set up this shot of the juice. The smoothie, it looks like the straw is bigger than the actual cup itself where the smoothie is, which I don't know how that would work. Like it looks the smoothie looks like it's like extra small, but the straw is made for an extra large. If that makes any sort of sense to anybody else but me. If not, I am so sorry. The something else just looks like is that Gatorade with soda? Well, Gatorade with Coke, and I don't know what this last bottle is over there. I do like this picture of the water. I like how simple it is. But also, I drink a shit ton of water anyway. Oh, there's also a dessert. This is a whole ass meal. This is a whole ass peanut butter cookies. Sometimes those can be a little too dry, and I don't really like that. Cupcakes, sometimes the frosting to cake ratio is a little messed up, and I don't like having a lot of frosting with not enough like cake. And sometimes when people make cupcakes, they're a little dry. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry to sound a little negative about that, but I'm like, cupcakes. Surprisingly, really hard to pull off really well. Ice cream. Who doesn't love a good ice cream? This picture is interesting though. is is the ice cream cone floating? Or is it laying down? If it's laying down, I don't know. I don't know. How is it not rolling away if it's laying down? Or did they somehow perfectly capture this as you laid it down? Flavors do you think that ice cream cone is? It looks like look, it's like a red, a sort of orange yellow tint in the middle with a green, a sort of green tinted one on the bottom. Does kind of remind me of a stop light because it's the red, yellow, green of it all. I wonder what flavors they are, and I hope whatever flavors they are, they actually go together because that's getting that flavor balance is hard. Oh, and mixed berries. Strawberries are technically not real berries, but damn. Now I'm going ice cream. I love my ice cream. Oh my god, there's more. There's this is the last question. This is surprisingly longer than I expected. Who did I make this lunch for? Myself, my friend, a family member, my SO. We don't have one, but I'd like one day. Who knows? I might let my cat have a tiny bit. I love cats, but I'm slightly allergic to cats, which is not a great thing when you kind of want to get a cat. I'm making this for myself though. Wow, I am the standard issue cat. You may think you're as average as can be. Why does that feel like an insult? But you're sometimes full of surprises. Why does this feel like an insult, this first part? What? I should not feel insulted by a BuzzFeed personality quiz, but I slightly am. Okay. Well, there's that. These work. What's happening? Is everything okay? Are you also freaking out, laptop, about things in life? It's okay if you are. We all get a little freaked out. Okay, well, we're waiting for BuzzFeed to respond again. We're gonna do a Disney quiz. Which Disney princess are you? First of all, who is your favorite Disney princess? I'd love to know. Please say so in the chat if you're still there. You don't have to if you don't want to, but like also, who is your favorite Disney princess out of all of the Disney princesses there are? It's quite a big list, but also there's surprising amounts of people who aren't actually considered Disney princesses. So I'm like, huh, okay. Um, let's see. I like the Disney princesses. It's a fun franchise. Hmm. Let me think. Let me think. I like Princess Jasmine. She's fun, strong, especially. No, here's the thing. Words, English. What am I thinking? Train of thought. Just one clear, coherent thought. That's all I need. Anyway, Princess Jasmine, even in her original animated form, she was always a headstrong, independent, fierce woman. She literally came up with the line, I am not a prize to be won. So, for the live action to make that trait, make that whole personality come out a little stronger and just be like, I can lead this country without a man. Love that, but also I love Naomi Scott. Loved her since Lemonade Mouth. I'm so happy. So happy to see her again. Um, I do like Belle as a Disney princess. It was not Stockholm syndrome. It was the one where the captor falls in love with who he kidnapped, not the other way around. Because she didn't soften up until he softened up. So get that right, y'all. But no, I like her. I like that she is kind and she is intelligent enough to decide things for herself. I think though, hmm, am I also including the recent Disney princesses too? Because I do like Moana, even though she doesn't consider herself a princess. She is part of the franchise, and I like her. I love Mulan. Man, Mulan being the original, like, like the original. I can't even say it without wanting to laugh. But like she's the original, like androgynous dressing Disney princess, and I love her. I also love um her and Li Shang. Li Shang being the bisexual icon that he is, where he is genuinely affected by Mulan just as a man, but he's also just as affected Mulan as a woman. I love that for him. Love that for him. So also just love the Asian representation of it all. Did not enjoy the live action Mulan movie as much. I missed Mushu. I know it would be hard to try to do a Mushu in the live action when they're trying to go back to the original story, like the original source material. But I liked Mushu. If we're going into the newer Disney princesses too, I love Tiana, Princess and the Frog. When it did not get as much love as it should have because it also came out before Frozen and Frozen blew the hell up. But like don't hate on Tiana. Tiana was hardworking, she was kind, and she knew what she wanted. And she knew how to go after it. And because of the fact that she was so fiercely independent, to have Naveen fall in love with her and be willing to throw away his original plans of like, let me just be a lazy rich man. No, I will do everything I can to make her dream come true. He's such a great himbo. That's what we need more of, guys. We need more himbos in the world. No, he was like, I'm willing to work and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make her happy. I love that. I love that arc for him. Raya, yeah, I liked Raya from fuck. What was the name of the movie? Raya and the Last Dragon, right? I like I, God, she's so queer in that movie. Her and Namari. If you follow me over on Instagram, I did post about her and Namari during Pride Month. I got those pops. I'm very happy about them. God. But they were so queer with each other. I'd love a good friends to enemies to lovers arc. I was so happy to see that there. Just love the Asian representation in general. Um, let me think. Let me think. I I I do like the Frozen sisters, Anna and Elsa. I do like them. I like Elsa more than I like Anna, if I'm being completely honest. Just because Elsa's a mood. I would also like to be forever alone without people. Some people annoy me. I'm gonna be honest. Not you guys, but I'm like, some people in real life are fucking terrible. Like Karen's. And he who shall not be named. We're giving him the Voldemort treatment. That's all we're gonna say. I should keep this close to me more often. Anyway, let's figure out what Disney princess am I. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about Rapunzel. I love Rapunzel. She was also great. Okay, okay. Ooh, more options, and we know how many questions there are. It's 11 questions. So, my favorite weekend activity is curling up with a book, exploring a farmer's market, cooking, putting my feet up, anything outside, a walk in the woods, alone time, or hanging with friends. Now, I do love reading and I do tend to read more on my phone than I do actual books just cuz like it's so much easier to have access to everything you want online. But also currently I've just been reading more and more fan fiction, so I want to try to get back to actually reading the books that I've bought. Yeah, I got sucked back into the fan fiction. AO3. Damn you. You got me back. I don't think I'll go back to Wattpad though. That was too much. Um, yeah. Farmers market, it's fun, but also I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much money I'm going to spend there. Cooking, I mean, I can cook only when I really have to. I don't know. I, putting my feet up somehow confuses me, yet it also makes perfect sense. Like I know what it's saying and I know what it's talking about, but for some reason I'm still very confused about what it means. I don't know how else to explain that. But for some reason, putting my feet up. I know what it means, but I'm so confused. Anything outside is an interesting thing to say. I don't know. A walk in the woods I'd be too scared to do by myself anyway. Hiking is fun, but like, I don't hike that much. I know people who do hike, so yeah, I don't know. Alone time, I mean, yeah, I do enjoy being alone. But you know, sometimes when you're alone, sometimes you also just want somebody there too. It gets a little lonely sometimes when you're constantly alone. But, you get used to it after 20 plus years of it. Like I'm gonna go hanging with friends. I love my friends. Ace Bishop is one of my real life friends. That's why I made him a moderator on here. But yeah, love hanging out with friends that don't make me feel terrible about myself. So yeah, hanging out with friends where we actually just most of the time when I do hang out with friends, just ends up us catching up with each other in life rather than us actually doing the activity we were gonna plan to do. Yeah, and most of the time it's just let's meet up and eat and talk. So yeah, yeah. Ooh, Mushu! Oh, it's the end of the first one. It's the end of the first one. I know this screen cap. I know this movie way too well off the top of my head. Like I can vividly see the whole movie in my head that I know. I know. God, I can also tell you what the second movie looks like too, because I watched that way too much. But anyway, the animal who will lead my inevitable. Did I say that right? Inevitable? Mm. But anyway, royal parade is a raccoon, a trash panda, a fish, a tiger, a dragon, a horse, an owl, an alligator, or a chameleon. Okay, so here's a fun thing about the day I was born, my zodiac signs. So I am a Sagittarius sun, Aries moon, Aquarius rising. But I was also born year of the dragon. So, yes, I'm a very fiery person. I feel things way too deeply, even when I probably shouldn't. But I'm gonna go with dragon. I love dragons. I think they're so cool. I know that there's someone on TikTok who actually 3D prints dragons and then paints them. I don't know how much they go for, but I see them a lot on my For You page. Good for them for making a business off of just 3D printing dragons and selling them to people. Love that for them. Oh, I'm scared to look at what the picture is. Boo! Tomato, tomato, not him. Oh my god, wait, can I. If I just put Wilperson's face over them, it's essentially the same person. They're essentially the same person. You think they're one way, but they're actually the other. No, I'm sorry about that. But no, like, damn, same type of vibes as Hans now knowing everything. But damn, damn, the lawyer in make you think that they're nice and kind and sweet, but actually they're terrible human beings. Oof. I hope you guys, if that ever happens to you, I hope you recognize signs and get yourself the hell out of there. Because you all are bad bitches and you deserve the motherfucking world. That's it. That's all I have to say. Anything. The most important quality I look for in a prince. Alright. Weird question. But okay. Charm, kindness, dreaminess. You might as well just say good looks at that point. Humor, honor, personality, smolder, or I don't need a prince. I mean, look, we all. I don't know what the honor thing is going for, but like, I know if I put honor, I'm definitely gonna end up getting like one at this point. But you don't really need another person. Like, I don't need a prince, but I'd like to have one. You know? Like, I want the Gomez Adams to my Morticia. That's the type of relationship to strive for. Let's be weird together, but also lift each other up. Like that's an ultimate goal, right? You want that in a relationship where you're both equals and you love and support each other while also having your own individual lives and individual personalities. So I don't know. I think out of all of this, I'm gonna go. I don't need a prince. Vanellope von Schweetz. Is she considered an actual Disney princess now? I have to search this up. Is Vanellope? Yeah, is Vanellope a Disney princess? She's not confirmed to be an official Disney princess. Okay, she's not confirmed to be officially, but she is technically a princess. The fact that it has Penelope instead of Vanellope shows that people did not freaking pay attention during that movie. It's fine. I don't expect you guys to like that. Most people didn't. But I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was cute. And yeah. Okay. Which of these outfit elements are you most likely to wear? Sweats, a dress, heels, glass slippers, headband, a necklace, a skirt. or a vest. I know that like the whole fairy tale with Cinderella is that glass slippers are supposed to be really comfortable, but imagine you accidentally break one. Like the sh- that would hurt as hell. Heels are great. They're really cute, but they will hurt after a while. A dress is fun, but I don't know. Sometimes you like being in sweats, but like I don't want to be in sweats all the time. Dude, I have a lot of headbands and I don't even use them. I have a few necklaces too, and I also don't use them. I should. A skirt, eh. A vest, eh. Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I'm between sweats and a dress. I think I'm gonna go with sweats because I end up wearing these more often than I do this. Like, I love excuses to dress up for no fucking reason, but also, I like being comfortable. So, sweats. Yeah. Aww. Tangled, where she ends up getting all the ruffians to be besties with her, and I love that. My favorite place to burst into song is "Where is all the time? Where is it?" So I randomly will start singing if I'm thinking about a song. That's just me as a person. I will just, if I'm being completely honest, my mind is like a never ending radio. I don't know what the hell's going on up here a lot of the time, but there's somehow always one tab just playing music. Actually, no, there's five different tabs playing different genres of music, and they will all conflict with each other, and it's just a mess up here. But that's just how I operate. Yeah, so a forest, a field of flowers, the beach, on the go, in my room, ooh, while doing chores, under a willow tree, or I don't sing. I sing way too much to not to pick I don't sing. I don't know about on the go. I like listening to music on the go, but I don't know if I'll sing on the go. In my room, I mean, I made one TikTok about singing. No, I made one TikTok of me doing a cover to a really old love song. Just because it's one of my favorite love songs ever. It's Something Stupid by Frank Sinatra. Yeah, I did that over on TikTok. I should move this a little bit more and move myself into a better frame. Or just do that. Transition. No. It's a terrible place. There we go. Just for the Disney ones. I shall be over here now. I need to fix that. That's not. There we go. There we go. I found a way to fix that. So now you can see the options. Sorry about that. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Cause okay. Here, I said sweats. I said sweats. Five. I think in my room is the most accurate one. Yeah. Merida from Brave. I also liked Brave. And Merida was fun. I liked that Merida was the only Disney princess that never sang in her movie. But also, I liked her. She was fun. I favorite hairstyle is a stylish bob, a high ponytail, long, really long, bangs, sleek and straight, half up, half down, a top knot, or practical. Practical is the most amount of sense, but like, if I'm being completely honest, my hair right now is just in like a weird state where it's long, but also not that long where I can do stuff to it. If I am going to put my hair up and this sort of thing, I end up putting it half up, half down. Because it's just the most practical for me to do, but also the easiest thing for me to do. You know, I could do other stuff with my hair. So yeah, I'll do this. Oh, Tiana. No, realizing that this took place in like the 1920s, especially like look at the fashion that they have here and like the dress she wears, especially her end dress. I'm like, oh, it's so obvious that she is in flapper clothing, and it's so obviously 1920s coded. So I'm like, oh, does this mean that she lost her father to, the Great War or World War One as we know it in history? I'm like, oh, oh no. Especially when you think about it, just like, oh, 1920s. Cool. Oh, oh, she opened up a restaurant before the Great Depression. This is not going to end well for her. So I'm like, okay, let's not think about history and what actually happened there. Yeah, yeah. So 1920s coded, and I do love it. Okay, but anyway, someday I want to be. Oh, fuck. I, this is going to be a hard question for me. A baker, a business owner, a fashion designer, a zoologist, a singer, a writer, an athlete, or a CEO? Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about zoologists because I like animals, but I don't know if I want to study that for the rest of my life. Definitely not an athlete. I am not athletic. Exercising, I do not like, unless of course it's just dance or Zumba, but that's it. A baker, it sounds like fun, but I'd have to be really good, like Rosanna Pansino. Like Rosanna Pansino. Blah, 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 blah. Like levels of good for Johnny Cakes type of baker level for good to be a baker, so I don't think I'll do that. Um, a CEO or a business owner, they essentially mean the same thing to me in my mind. It's just as a business owner, you just have more at stake than a CEO. Okay, singer writer I think is the most accurate if I'm being honest. Fashion designer, I mean, I, look at my pajamas, man. I don't Yeah, I don't think I could do that. But let's see. I I don't like my voice enough to be singer, but I also don't like my writing enough to want to be a writer. Out of all of these though, if I were to imagine myself as a kid, out of all these options, I think I'd pick singer if I was younger. I hate my voice, but like it'd be nice to think about, you know? To think that hey, I one day, one day I could consider myself talented enough to do this. So yeah, let's go. This is such a funny screen cap. All I'm thinking of is, hey, have you ever seen Say Yes to the Dress? Like that show? This is what it's reminding me of, where the mother-in-law, or in this case Rapunzel, puts the bride, Pascal, in the picture. She puts the bride into a dress that she likes, but obviously it's not in bride style. So she's like, I'm only wearing this because you want me to, and I hate it, but it looks beautiful. Like this is giving me Say Yes to the Dress vibes, where it's like, Mom, I don't want to wear this. Or like, you know how what prom dress shopping with your parents, like they'll say, "Oh, you should try this. It'll look good on you." And you try it and then you hate it and you're just like, "Mom, I don't like this." Ugh. And they're like, "Oh, babe, you know, this is what I like dress shopping in general with parents. This is the general vibe I get." Yeah, let's see, let's see. In one word, my style is fun. Fun, classic, timeless, retro, bohemian, vintage, functional, colorful. It's definitely not colorful. I wear a lot of black. I love black. Functional, I mean, I'm a well, I'm a feminine presenting person. I get a lot of clothes in the women's section. Those pants, they look nice, but sometimes they don't have pockets, or if they do, they don't even fit my phone, so I can't say functional. Fun, maybe. I like having a lot of like weird patterns together and just seeing if it works. But also, like, just like being comfortable. So yeah, all the fun. I wear a lot of t-shirts that end up just being like, oh, I thought this was cute. I have a Winnie the Pooh shirt that says, I do absolutely nothing. I do nothing all day. Yeah, I made a TikTok about that actually. So yeah. Oh, dream apart. Let's see. Dream, the ultimate dream of where I would live. Castle, cottage, small town, big city, apartment, tower, treehouse, mansion. Hmm. I want to live in a castle. I like the idea of living in a castle. What I think now in Scotland you can actually buy some castles and just live there. I believe also Scotland will pay you to live there. So, hello future home. Let's go. It's 4 p.m. Fuck. That means it's time to hit the gym. Oh, hell no. Take a stroll, maybe. Have tea, maybe. Work on my chess game. I don't know how chess works, so that's not an option. See what my friends are up to, maybe. Have a snack. Ooh. Take a nap. Ooh. Or do my chores. Eh, man, have a snack, or have tea. It's essentially just, do I want to eat, sleep, or drink something? Either way, I'm not doing much. But 4 p.m. 4 p.m. seems too late to have a nap, but also it's understandable. I, I think I'm gonna have a snack. Let's eat. I like food. Oh, favorite color out of the following. So there's green, blue, yellow, orange, or red. My favorite color is blue always, so I don't even have to think about this one. Okay, you're Vanellope von Schweetz. She's not even an official Disney princess, but okay. All right, let's go. Okay, you are strong, fun, and an absolute legend on the racetrack. I've only ever gone go karting like once. Hey, I've only ever gone go karting like once. And I have a funny story about that. I went go karting with a bunch of friends. Um, I figured out how to drift my go kart pretty quickly because I was like, oh, I'm a speed demon. I must go as fast as I can. So I did that. Um, and one of the people I was with actually ended up crashing into one of the corners, and eventually we all started crashing into him by accident. And it ended up giving so much, like, accidentally crashing into another go kart. I like drifting. It's fun. It gave me such bad whiplash. Man, that hurt my neck. But this was fun. I still continued like drifting. I think the only reason that person crashed is because they were trying to drive with no hands. Here's the thing at the time. This person was trying to impress me because I think they liked me, which is what everybody was telling me at the time. I didn't believe it because I just naturally assume most people only want to be friends with me and nothing else. But no, they decided to drive with no hands and crashed. Versus me, reason of like, I figured out drifting pretty quickly. It was like, oh, if I go fast enough and if I turn fast enough, oh, there you go. I was like, yeah, with my hands on the wheel the whole time. I was just pressing down on the gas. So I was like, I am speed. I am Lightning McQueen. I am speed. I must go as fast as possible. That's, yeah. But I'm like, okay, if I need to go slow, I will go slow. Yeah, there's that. Here, you're always up for an adventure, and you approach every challenge with positivity. I swear I can fucking read. And curiosity. You're our hero. This is sweet. This is sweet. Man, yes. Speed is speed. Ah, yeah, no. I mean, I've once gone like a 95 on the highway early in the morning as I was driving to school my freshman year. I realized that, and then slowly went back down to 70, and eventually I slowed down to a reasonable pace. But I'm like, oh, didn't even notice I was almost going 100 miles per hour. Oops. But yeah, I love a good adventure. Anyway, let's see if fucking BuzzFeed went back. Can it both? Hey, I enjoyed driving down the highway. I thought it was peaceful. I don't like driving in the city because people are stupid. Like apparently nobody has brain cells to actively think like, hey, maybe we should like, hey, I don't have the right of way here, so I shouldn't be turning. But for some reason, they'll keep insisting on doing stuff that like makes no sense and ends up causing more traffic than necessary. Versus highways, oh, if I want to try to get past this person, I can easily speed up or slow down and then just go around them. Like open road, it's easier for me. I don't like I'm used to it. Yeah, highway driver dumb. Like the worst, the normal type of highway dumb is just, oh, you switched your lane without actually like turning on your signal and you almost hit another car. It's the same thing as like city driver dumb. Both are equally dangerous. It's just you have more space on a highway than you do in the city. That's it. That's the only difference. They're both dangerous though. So don't be like me. Drive safe, kids. That's all I can say. Okay, it's breakfast time. Pick something to eat. Ooh, all these pictures look so good. I just ate dinner too. Hmm, this is cute, but I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. I feel like ooh, smoothie bowl. I like smoothie bowls. I think out of all the pictures, I'm gonna go with this one. It's, you like waffles? You know, if I'm being completely honest, I don't have any sort of preference between a waffle or a pancake. I'm just like, if both are there, I'm gonna eat both. I do not care. I like, I like to eat. Yeah. Choose something to wear. Sometimes they have really weird options, and sometimes they're fun. I do genuinely like all of them. I think out of all of them, I'd pick this. I like this style the most. And it's like like the worst picture. Pretty clean when I eat both pancakes and waffles. So it's not really that messy for me. I do eat both with a shit ton of syrup, but like it's not really that messy. Yeah, I thanks to high school, I realized I really like dressing up in like business casual. Emphasis on casual, but like yeah, I own so much like clothes that I just look like I'm working at an office, but like fuck being in an office. I have like a really weird fear of working in an office, and I fear that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life doing something that I absolutely hate purely for the sake of getting money. But, you know, sad truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter what I do, even if I try to work in an office, I probably end up getting fired anyway. Because everybody's getting laid off. It doesn't matter what. I don't know. America is weird with job hunting. You'll never actually. There are some people who are lucky to get to do what they love. Honestly, I hope that I will be able to do what I love, but in the meantime, we're streaming as hobby for fun. But I'd love to do this more. I don't know. 10 a.m. I assume this is 10 a.m. during the weekend instead of the weekday. Watch TV, call a friend, make more food, Meditate, journal, take a walk, exercise, take a shower, or sleep in. If it's 10 a.m. and you're sleeping in, that seems like a lot of work. Call a friend. No. Make more food is funny. I like that though. I think I'm gonna shower at 10, I guess. I don't like all the options here. You and your friend have plans. What are the two of you doing? Yeah, well, here's the thing that I found out recently is that they're not some workplaces are not requiring to have bachelor's degrees anymore, but it's just an excuse to hire someone and pay them less money versus if you get someone with a bachelor's degree, they're like, "Oh, you are competent and you can do this and you know what you're doing. I'd just rather pay someone less money to do the same job as you." The unfortunate truth of the matter is, now in America, like, no one is being properly compensated for the amount of work they need to do. And for the people who are trying to get jobs or enter the job market, much like myself, no one is giving the opportunity and no one is giving the chance. It's like, oh, you need work experience, right, to get the jobs. But how on earth are you expected to get job experience if no one is going to give you a chance? It's such a paradoxical thing that it's like it's impossible to make things work here in America. Hence why me and Ace Bishop have been talking. We're thinking of going to Scotland, get a castle, see what happens. You know, yeah. I just people are weird, man. But yeah, let's be Scottish people. Yeah. I also realize like Scotland too, because it's Europe. You can technically be drinking by the time you're 18. I mean, I personally don't drink anymore, but yeah. God, I just want to travel more. I want to see more of the world instead of just being here all the time. But I don't have means. Yo, Europe in general, it's free healthcare and free university. So my future children will never have to worry about what I worry about. AKA, they don't have to worry about student debt. They aren't gonna be forced to choose between, you know, forcing themselves to pick a career super young and not under and then like, yeah, my kids are not gonna have to like force themselves to immediately start doing things when they have no clue of what they want. I just yeah, but also like free healthcare. You could easily implement that here if we just tax the rich. Same thing for free university. Tax the rich. Stop sending money to things outside of the US without actually taking care of your citizens here. That's it. That is the general reason why we are all in so much debt. Is because the government keeps sending money elsewhere instead of actually taking care of its people, and then eventually, and now they're just making things worse for their people to the point that nobody wants to stay here. We all want to leave. And Scotland is paying. I think Scotland is paying people to live in their country, so let's go. Let's go. We should just move elsewhere and say fuck you to the US. That's it. Anyway, you and your friend have plans. What are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? Brunch, watching your favorite show, coffee and chatting, going to an amusement park, taking a long walk in the park, going to the beach. We're on FaceTime all day. I'm at their house. I'll do whatever they want to do. Screw this. We're going to an amusement park. I know it's money. Damn, is that going to be fun? Look at this. This ride. I used to be quite scared of this type of ride in the picture, but now that I've been on it, I wanna like do it more like all the time. It's fun. Also, roller coasters are fucking cool. I already did my roller coaster TED talk. So, yeah, that was a different stream. Yeah, that was the first goal we ever did. Roller coaster TED talk. It was fun. Anyway, it's 3 p.m. What are we doing? What are we doing? My friend and I are still hanging out. Gotta grab a snack. Ooh, snack. Getting work done. Painting. Ooh, that's fun. Listen to my favorite music. Prepping for a party later. Reading, shopping, or writing or something calming. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I think out of all of those at 3 p.m., I want to grab a snack. I like my food. Also, this is such a nice platter for the picture. The pretzels, the cheese, the jam. Ooh, there's more cheese. Love cheese. What are you doing this evening? Streaming. I mean, what are we doing this evening? Hosting a party, attending a party. Okay, those two are essentially the same thing. Going out to dinner, having a sleepover. Cute. Going to the movies, getting ready for bed, seeing a Broadway show. Rather do that in the afternoon. Making dinner at home or take a relaxing bath. You know, I've only ever had one sleepover in my entire life, and that was in high school. And there was supposed to be three of us. The person who was hosting, me, and another friend. That other friend did not make it that evening, so it was just me and the person hosting. We ended up staying until 3 a.m., and they ended up watching a bunch of game theory FNAF videos right before we went to bed. That was so funny. This was before I got into FNAF, so it's like, dude, I don't want to hear about the purple guy killing and animatronics being haunted because of stuffed kids. I don't want to hear that at 3 a.m. I just want to sleep. But that's what happened. I'd love to actually go to another sleepover. I think it'd be fun. But this evening, let's get ready for bed. I'll do that as soon as this stream is done, to be honest. What's for dinner? Oh, fun. I like these options. Man, love a good steak. Damn, tacos. Those tacos look fucking awesome. Ooh, fish. I wonder what type of fish this is. Salad. I do like a good salad. I don't know. Ooh, I like this picture a lot. I wish I knew what some of the stuff is. Oh wait, no. You can also find it here. I don't know if I have a favorite type of steak. I just like food in general. But man, those tacos look delicious. But out of all of these pictures, I'm not gonna lie. This is the picture that intrigues me the most. I want this. I want this one so bad. How late do you stay up? Let's see. Man, I am a night owl. Let's be honest. I'm a night owl, but I can wake up pretty early. I just don't like doing it. But fall asleep reading right away. I wish. I wish. I wish I could get to bed at a more decent time, but having difficulty getting to bed, but then I also have difficulty waking up in the morning. Who knows? It could be the depression. I don't know. Midnight, whenever I get sleepy, it depends. I make sure to get enough sleep. Look, let's be honest. This is more accurate to me. So, yeah, I will sleep in as much as I want to. Because dreams are the one place where you can't be hurt and you don't have to worry about anything. Sorry, that was sad, but it's true. Dude, I can't even have caffeine because like I can't drink coffee because a lot of the time when I do drink coffee, it negatively affects me because my acid reflux is awful. So like I have to be careful about what I eat or what I drink. So yeah, coffee is surprisingly most of the time off the table for me because it will hurt me. I wish I could take some espresso for the depresso, but it actually ends up making me physically very like really bad. I sometimes I can't even stomach the coffee. Oh, I drink like a green tea a lot of the time. I do like black tea, but surprisingly, the only time I ever really have tea is when I do drink. It's when I have bubble tea, just because I. Yeah. No, most of the time I just drink water. That's it. Now that I have my water closer to me, I end up drinking it more. Like I drink more than enough water. I just don't like. I want to have some flavor, but like I genuinely can't drink a lot of things because it just negatively affects me. 'Cause that's how bad my acid reflux is. Um, I think the actual thing is like it's in a mild case of GERD according to my gastroenterologist, but like I'm not taking any medication. Mm. No, I buy my tea from the Asian food store, like the Asian market. So it is imported tea. It's specialized tea. Yeah, and I do know the most ideal way of steeping tea. Thank you, food theory, for that advice. But yeah, I I I like having the little tea bags. I like using those. I think they're fun. But no, just I want to be able to drink my water while having some sort of flavor. But like the only way that's ever gonna happen is if I buy an air up bottle, and I don't want to spend that money right now. To be honest, and I have mentioned this before, I want to save my money to buy Minecraft so that me and Ace Bishop, one of my only moderator right now, we've been talking about doing a Minecraft server and inviting some friends of ours together to essentially do. This is gonna be my way of like sort of easing myself into D&D. Hey, if Matt Pat says Air Up is legit, I will trust him. Matt Pat has never steered me wrong. So, that's it. That's all I'm willing to say about Air Up. But yeah, no, saving my money to try to get Minecraft so that Ace Bishop and I can start a Minecraft server with our friends. So, we can you know, talk about how we want to do that because we have plans. Haven't written it out yet, but it's essentially yeah. Yeah, it's essentially sort of, at least for me, a way of like easing myself into D&D, but through Minecraft. That's obviously whatever story we're gonna create together is, you know, gonna be an original thing. But if y'all want to steal that, I don't mind. It's fine. I don't care. It's gonna be a different story for everybody. But yeah, because I'm a fan of QSMP, so I'd love to try to do that self. I've no, as of right now, it's see, I say it's like D&D but in Minecraft, but like the general thing is we want to be able to tell an overarching story with all the different people and have like interesting lore about the world building and whatnot, but we haven't completely decided everything. We still want to like make it as open world as possible and let people who are going to be a part of it have their own characters, be able to explore them, have their lore, and see how other characters are going to interact with that. But in general, it's like, yeah. Oh, no, no, no. No, no. We're not going to use mods, actually. We're not going to use mods. That's one, I don't know if my laptop that I use right now is going to be able to handle mods for that, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no. We have general ideas that we've been talking about. Certain characters, like how we want our certain characters to what our their general story is, or at least what the general characterization that we want to do, how that's going to be connected to certain things. And we I've been sending a lot of different builds that we could try to do, but nothing is set in stone right now. But overall, that's the best way I can explain it. Is it's just like D&D but in Minecraft. But in reality, it's gonna be like more of RP Minecraft type thing. It's hard to explain, but you know, we have an idea. Would love to try to implement it, but as of right now, we're trying to save some money before anything can really happen right now. So yeah, talked way too much about like this is. I think it's a really cool idea and it'd be fun. And I have some friends in mind that I'd love to do this with. I mean, technically, right now, just I want to say I don't know. Weird situation happening right now with a quote unquote friend I have, but honestly, I'm not talking to any long time. Mm, thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, okay, thank you for that. Um, I'll keep this in mind. I'll put that on a little sticky note just for me. Put that on a little sticky note somewhere. I'll make that green sticky note on here. So that I'm just typing this out for free. Sounds good to me. Well, let me make sure I'm typing this right. Nope, apparently I can't type today. Great. Okay, that is now a sticky note that I have. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm having a weird situation with a friend of mine where technically I haven't been speaking. I will be streaming it. I will be streaming it. I don't know if anybody else is gonna want to stream it or like record it, but I'm gonna talk to them all about it. But yeah, I have a situation right now with a friend that I haven't talking to in a bit. Yeah, I said this I think a few like a week or two ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. It's fine. Yeah, I want them to be a part of this project, but in all honesty, I don't. How do I explain this? I will always love them. I will always want to keep them in my life as a friend, but our relationship will never be as close as it was before. Just because, over the past few months, talking with them has hurt me more than I'd like to admit. And I know they mean well, but I don't like the idea of talking to them and then having to cry myself to sleep after talking with them. I don't like the feeling that there was something wrong with me, that I was a problem every time I would talk to them about this. So I've not talked to them in a bit. In all honesty, I feel guilty about not talking to them, but I've also never felt better. So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't call them a toxic friend. I think they're a good person. It's just they're not the best person to talk to when the thing I was dealing with for a few months. So I was like, you can still be friends. I just don't want to talk to you. Um, I, I don't know. It's not that they sounded annoyed. It's just every time I would talk to them, I felt more like I was less of a person and more of like just a problem they needed to solve. I know that's how they operate as a person, that they feel the need to always provide solutions, but I don't know, it felt like they weren't actually hearing what I was saying. They didn't sound annoyed, and I know they genuinely cared and wanted to help. It was just you're not listening to what I'm saying, which is the issue that I'm having, or at least part of the issue that I was having. And you, you were adding on to this and making it worse to the point where I can't talk to you anymore. That's it. That was the only issue I was having, and like I didn't know how to bring it up, and I think I tried to subtly tell them about it, but in the end, I was like, it's they're still not listening. They're still not hearing what I'm saying. Like, so they I've never had this close of a friendship as we did before, but for now, I'm still in the process of I don't know if I want to keep you in my life. Like, I'll always love and respect them, but things have shifted in a way where I'm like, I feel better not having you actively in my life, but also I still want you in my life. I don't know how to describe it. But in general, every conversation we ended up having for these past few months, I felt worse about myself every single time. I was already mentally spiraling anyway. They added on to it, so that's it. That's it. That was the only issue. Pick a bedroom to sleep in. This room. It was not. It's not want them but don't need them. It's not like I want them but don't need them. I don't really need other people to rely on a lot of the time. Like, I can fix my own problems. What I would like is just to have a friend who's a little more supportive of what I'm doing. And when I'm telling you I'm having problems in this, and I'm gonna, like me with streaming, I love this. I want to be able to do this more often than not, but like, it felt like they didn't support me in that journey. It felt like they were doing the same thing that my parents were doing at the time, and it was just, it, again, they were just adding more to the negative mental spiraling. And I was like, I felt full every time we would talk to the point where I'm like, I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm like, I don't know if I'm keeping you around because I feel bad about cutting you out of my life because I know what you've been through, but also it's we were so close before and I know what you were like before. Am I clinging on to that version of you than whoever you've ended up being? Like, I don't know. I'm still in the process of like they're a great person. I just don't know if I want that influence in my life anymore. As of right now, just taking a break, I felt a lot better. Which is also why I've been a little bit more consistent about my streaming, to be honest. Mm, yeah, love talking about issues, especially issues with like other people in your life who are not a great person to have, but you still do. Hmm. Yeah, in the process of like me trying to be better about, just general like healing, I guess. Yeah, I know. I mean, Ace Bishop could tell you, people, especially friendships, are so weird. And you realize that, oh, here's somebody who I deeply cared about, and they could end up being the most toxic person ever. But yeah, it's hard because you want what's best for them, and you will always love and appreciate them. But are they the best person to have in your life? Probably not. Probably, or who? Who knows? Maybe they're. It's a lot. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a big friend group in high school, and I loved all of them. And to be honest, I didn't think I'd live past the age of 18, and they saved me. And I don't think they've I don't think I could ever acknowledge how much they saved me, but I genuinely did not think I'd live past the age of 18. So now being in my mid 20s, I want to keep them all in my life, but I don't know. The people who we've turned out to become in our mid 20s, early to mid 20s anyway. I don't know. Sorry for getting emotional about that, but like they did genuinely save my life, but to now be older in the process of, hey, I want to be better about myself. I want to I want a better version of myself, a better version of my life. I don't know if keeping you around is gonna help with that. Yeah. Yep. People change. Yes. Thank you, Fading Spokes. People change over time. What you can do is change into something that makes you happy and move forward. And yeah, I don't know if I'm clinging on to like this nostalgia of all of that, but anyway, my result from BuzzFeed came back after this stupid thing. Oh man, I'm red. I'm red. I guess it's a good color. Red is passion. Red is fiery. Red is love. We're all still looking for something to make us happy. It could be, for me, it is streaming. Surprise! Like I want. This is the one thing I want to be remembered for. I want to be remembered as somebody who loved passionately and deeply, and I want to make a sort of safe space in my little corner of the internet to, you know, spread some kindness and joy. That is the one thing I want. And this is one thing I've always remembered I talked about, especially when I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, but I do know that I want people to remember that I loved them more than anything in the world. I hope I could do that for at least one person. Happy I'm getting to do that for you guys here through streaming. Just a nice little safe place in our little pocket of the internet where we have a community that is genuinely kind and wants what's best for people. That's it. That's all I want. I'm lucky to have found it at the age I did. And honestly, this is something I've been toying with for years on end. Where I'm like, I want to try to make content. I've always wanted to want to make content. I run a lot of self doubts. I did not think I would be entertaining enough. I did not have the equipment to do that. I was like, oh, I need other people to bounce off of, or like I need this, that, and another thing. I always made an excuse for myself to not do the one thing I wanted. So by the time my last semester of college came, where I ended up dreading having to go to my classes more than anything else, but I was like, I don't want to feel like that day in and day out, dreading the thing that I'm doing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start streaming. We'll see where it goes. I'm gonna start posting a little bit more on, TikTok and Instagram. Tempting to be a bit more like consistent with that because I made the my Instagram account the public one like well before I started being active on TikTok and obviously here on Twitch, and I loved it more than anything. Yes, I was not. Yes, it was very scuffed and it was. You could tell I not as much effort as I should have put in for the first things, but I loved it. I loved the fact that I was sharing something that I enjoyed and that other people were liking that as well. Now I'm enjoying making more content, even if it is something as stupid as just messing around with a filter over on TikTok. This just makes me happy. I don't need a big thing. I just want to know that I'm making a difference in somebody's life. That's it. I didn't read this description on BuzzFeed. I probably should. Anyway, I'm red. You have bold, spontaneous, and boisterous energy. A passionate person who loves any opportunity for adventure. You're ambitious when it comes to trying new things and love competition. This is true. This is the reason why I try not to do too much that involves other people. I know when I was younger, especially, I was a I was a bad sport when I was younger when it came to competition, but yeah, a little bit better about that now. This ended up being a lot deeper of a stream than expected, but considering the fact that we started off talking about, you know, trigger warning abuse, and honestly, again, guys, please go support Shubble on everything. She deserves the world. She is so brave with coming out with her story about how she was abused by an ex, and the fact that the ex himself has now made the world one of the world's shittiest apologies over on Twitter and has confirmed that he did abuse her. Fuck him forever. We'll never support him on anything ever again. But yeah, go support Shovel. I know she's taking a break from social media right now. As she should, because it's a lot happening in the past few days. But so proud of her for being so brave. And I'm so sorry that she went through something so awful, but she deserves the world. So please show her some love. Um, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'm gonna sign off now. Yeah, this was a lot deeper than expected, but I don't mind. Anyway, if you enjoyed me and what we've done here, you can follow me on other social media accounts. I have all of them linked in my bio. I have a TikTok account. Again, I mostly just mess around with filters there. Occasionally, I'll do some shopping hauls and mystery unboxings. God, I love a good blind box. It's a weakness of mine. But yeah, that's Kai underscore oh my. You can follow me over on Instagram where I mostly post my Funko, my collection of Funko Pops. Love them so much. Occasionally, I do repost some stuff over on thanks. I occasionally do repost some stuff from TikTok. I'm happy I made your day, Fading Spokes. I hope you have a good day, week, month, year, life. Let's see. I do have an I do have a YouTube account. It's mostly just where I post these VODs. That's Kai underscore oh my. If you're watching over on YouTube land, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. You can also comment and answer any of the questions I brought up here today. But yeah, if you say anything mean, I will block and delete you. I'm just saying that now. We don't stand for any sort of negativity over here in this corner of the world, or like this corner on the internet. Again, please go support Shovel. Send her some love. She deserves it more than anything in the world after everything. Um, if you're still watching here on Twitch and you haven't hit the follow button already, and you have enjoyed what we've done here, please hit the follow button. I appreciate you. We are still trying to get to 25 followers for our next follower goal. But we are going to be customizing a Funko Pop. I do have metallic paints that we're gonna mess around with. Who knows if I'll actually be able to make that look nice, but we'll see. Um, I think that is all. Yeah, I have what? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you're feeling a little spicy, I do have a Tumblr. I'm not really active on Tumblr. It's mostly just me fangirling about QSMP because I do enjoy it. Um. Anyway, support victims, support Shubble, fuck Wilbursuit. Okay, that's it. Bye, everybody. Thank you all for coming to today's stream. I'm gonna go hit you out with some music over from YouTube. All right, bye.